Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, TomDog247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby, alright. So, happy Valentine's Day to all you couples out there and to all you single ladies out there. I'll be your Valentine. So yeah, happy Thursday. This could very well be a relatively short episode. I don't know. Apparently from what we got going on in the background here and everything, that's pretty much the basis of our discussion of what we're going to be talking about. I was supposed to be talking about the Oscars. Oh my god, I almost said Grammys. That I wanted to bring up, but I couldn't get the material and everything. But I am going to do it sometime this week, I promise. So it's going to be an Oscar predictions episode, and so I'm going to be looking. So hope you're all going to be looking forward to that. Also, bring up some other tidbits of what we're going to be doing this weekend as well too. But before we do that, let's do the shout outs like we always do. Starting off with my good friend Josh over on Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. You can check his podcast over on iTunes, the Podbean app. You can download the Podbean app, or you can check him out on the website at absolutetalk.podbean.com. So definitely worth checking out. It's really amazing. Best podcast that I've seen in a long time. I've heard in a long time, not seen in a long time. I'm like all over the place, you know. Big shout outs to my friends over on Gaming Pros and Otherwise and Gamer Geeks. Check them out. We always have a good time. Tell them Tom Dog sent you. Also, special shout out goes out to Mel from the Mel and Paulo show. Hasn't been feeling too well, but I'm glad that you're doing a lot better. So, looking forward to seeing some more episodes on gameplays and everything like that. So, glad to see that you're doing a lot better. So, but keep fighting the good fight. And big shout out to my good friend Jen. Why? Because it's just Jen. How's it going, Jen? Hope you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day. If not, I'm your Valentine. And of course, big shout out to my good friends David and Marissa. How you guys doing? Hope you're tuning in. We're gonna have a good time. Plugs. Not the hair plugs. We all know I don't need them. Loot Crate. If you have not yet subscribed to Loot Crate, you're missing out on some awesome stuff. The Transformation Crate is going to be coming out soon. You have until next Wednesday or next Thursday. I forgot which. You have just like till the 19th to get that in there. Awesome stuff is going to be inside there, and of course, once I get the box, I'll be doing the unboxing. I hope this time I get the box early. Come on, Loot Crate. Help a guy out. Come on. Nothing but love for you guys. Nothing but love, but just can't be tardy to the party. All right. So, because technically this is all about you. So, you know, I make these unboxing videos all about you. So. Don't disappoint. Funcode.com got some wonderful boxes coming out too. And if you have not yet subscribed to those, you're really missing out. They have the Disney Treasures, the Marvel Collector Core, the DC Legion of Collectors, and of course the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty. Do not miss out on those because they're really awesome boxes. So check it out, Funko.com today. And Culture Fly. They have some subscription boxes as well too. You can check them out on their website at culturefly.com. That's a pretty interesting one, so definitely worth checking out. And of course, this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles, trading your old video games and consoles, from retro video games, accessories, and systems. You can also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area and you want to check out the wonderful stores that are around, they also have lists of events in the area. So if you want to get directions onto where they are, plus a list of events of what they have going on, you can check them out at the website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. Also, this episode is brought to you by the She Bean Brewing Company here in Connecticut as well too. I support the local brewery, and I know you guys should do the same in your town. But also check out some wonderful beer that they have going on, especially my personal favorite, the Down Right Up Left YB beer. It is amazing. Definitely worth checking out, and you can check them out on the website at shebeanbrewing.com, as well as list of other types of beers that they have going on as well too. And they also have some events going on, so you can definitely worth checking them out on the website. And that's shebeanbrewing.com, or you can follow them on social media on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or you can download the Untapped app today. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. So, guess what's back at McDonald's? The Shamrock Shake. And it is yummy. So the Shamrock Shake has been back for a while. I just haven't had a chance to pick it up. I get these every year. These are truly amazing. Even though I did miss out on getting one last year, I have at least one whenever they bring this out. But Shamrock Shakes are amazing. And if you have not yet tried it, what's the matter with you? So, anyways, happy Valentine's Day for everybody out there. And if you're not with anybody, I'll be your Valentine. You know, you single ladies out there. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Got a Valentine with Tom Dowd. Not to mention the face hugger. He wants to give you a hug. So, even though I bring him out one per episode, it's Valentine's Day, but what the hell? Can I say? I don't know. But yeah. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to mention. Even though I only brought up what's behind the background, we'll get to that in a minute. Over the last weekend, I actually saw. The Lego Movie 2. It was actually very good. I liked it. It was still funny like the first one, and I had a really great time. And what made it even better was that I was the only guy in the theater. I was the only one in the theater. It was like, because I happened to see this movie late at night. I happened to see the movie late at night. And so yeah. I happened to see the movie late at night. And so So yeah. So, but nonetheless, I did enjoy the movie. It was really great. Um, some of the original the characters from the first film are back. Um, and I don't want to really spoil too much about it, but they really do pick up from where they left off on the first one. And if you still haven't seen the first one, do so because it is amazing. And and uh, and I think they tie it. There's also they also add elements to the Lego Batman movie too. Like they they brought the Lego movie part one and the Lego Batman movie, and they somehow crossed together. So that was actually pretty good, and so it was pretty amazing. But definitely, and plus they brought out some new Legos. Of course, one of the newer Lego figures that they have, the new Lego minifigures, actually brought in a nice element to that as well too, in comparison to the minifigs that we know and love. So, but nonetheless, the movie was very good, and I definitely did enjoy it. So if you have not seen the movie yet, do so because it was really good. So, all right. Um, so yeah, here we go. Pretty much basically the topic that we're going to be talking about today. Because there's a lot to talk about, and with this one discussion, with this one topic, is basically everybody's not too happy with the Will Smith version of, I keep remembering, camera left, camera right. So, about Will Smith's version of the Genie from the Aladdin compared to the one that's above me here. So I'm gonna give out my personal analysis of what I think about the Genie character, because Aladdin from '92 was one of my favorite Disney films. Excuse me. Not too many character. I was, let's see. How old was I? When this movie came out in '92. So let's see. In '88, I was 10. I was 14 years old when the Aladdin came out. When the '92 version came out. Um. So, but I still enjoy watching the Disney films and everything like that. I enjoy them. But the animated versions and everything. And one of my favorites was of course Aladdin, and I mean it was it was colorful. It was the special effects were great too, with combining with the computer animation with that it was perfect. It was very well done, and it was just perfect. And Robin Williams' character, the Genie, of course, did the voice for it, and did a phenomenal job. Now, having said that, I see the trailer for the actual trailer for the 2019 version of Aladdin, and they showed off the Genie, of course, and everything. And I know it's like a couple this trailer was like I think a couple weeks old, because they showed it off during the Super Bowl, I believe it was. And I got to be honest with you, I liked it. I absolutely enjoyed watching the trailer. I finally got to see the variant of what Will Smith is going to look like in the in the 2019 version of Aladdin, and you can see it. You see it right there. What's not to like about this? I think that it's this perfect. It's perfect. It's like, and look at the comparison between the 92 version. Now, I'm going to be completely biased about this, and I know everybody's going to have their own, has their own opinion, and you're not wrong. Okay, so there is no right or wrong opinion. It's just that from your perspective, it's coming from your perspective of how you look at it. Now, and I'm going to be going back and forth with this because it bears a very good discussion. Take a look at the Genie from 1992. There's a key difference here. There's a key difference then to what we see in the trailer that we saw from this year's Aladdin that's coming out this year with Will Smith's version of the Genie. Look how the character looks compared to Will Smith. It's cartoon, it's a cartoon character, obviously. And to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't want to see a 3D rendering of the Genie from 1992 to be brought in to 2019. I don't want to see that. And I'm glad that they made it as realistic as possible with the 2019 version. Now, a lot of people are also comparing, using the comparisons to the one that's in the Broadway musical, which, again, I don't have a problem with. But it's a Broadway musical, so I don't have a problem with that. But I'm also going to bring up one issue. Okay? And it actually brings up an interesting perspective. Okay? Remember when everybody was pissed off at this? I'm just saying. But now, so, yeah. Yeah. So this here is the final result, and maybe when Aladdin's final wish is for the Genie to be free, the one that he has in the Entertainment Weekly cover is what he will look like when he's free. And I don't have a problem with that. And so what would you rather? It's like, what would you rather have? It's like, would you rather have a CGI mess compared to the Will Smith, to the version that we see, or what we're going to see in the 2019 reboot? Now, another thing that I've noticed too, that that he is going to be, of course he's going to be painted and everything like that, as you can see. But what also do you notice on Will Smith? Look at the scalp. Look at the head. Looks kind of interesting, doesn't it? That's because it's makeup. And it's one of those latex scalps that you see. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of makeup on this, on Will Smith, which means that he's not going to be dumbed down by CGI, which that's perfect. Which I'm glad for. The only thing is that when he goes inside the bottle, comes out of the bottle, and does some other, some tricks like a genie and everything. So I actually like this version of the genie. I do. Because when you look at a genie, do you really want to look at to be all quite honest, if you were depicted in a story of Aladdin, and like let's say for example that this was actually done in real life, okay? Let's just say that Aladdin, let's say for example that this was all based on a true story. Okay? Now I know that it's not based on a true story by any means, okay? I get that. Okay? It's fiction. Okay? It's basically based on a novel, and a damn good one too. And the way they have the genie depicted in the novel is actually quite done. As you look at the Disney version, remember this is now a Disney character now. The genie. He's a Disney character. So, yeah. To be quite honest with you, I would rather see a more realistic genie than a cartoony one. Because with all due respect, I have nothing against one of my favorite Disney films, which is Aladdin. I have nothing against that. But you don't want to make this movie, this remake, more cartoony than it was back in 1992. Just can't do it. Because look at how cartoon, because think about it. Look how Beauty and the Beast was. Okay? It was actually pretty good. And when you looked at the items, you would want to see these see the people turn into the items that were coming to life and everything like that, because that's how you would look at them. even though the wardrobe was very creepy and was one of the most scariest characters I have ever seen in my life. Trust me. But but you didn't want to see that in a live action, being all rubbery and being so being so animated. You didn't. Not a lot of characters were able to move around. And Lumiere was perfect for that part. But I did not want to see any other character be, they were just mostly all they're pretty much all stationary instead of all over the place, which is why I like what we're going to see in the 2019 version, because it's not going to be cartoony. It's going to be like really really cool. This is like the novel coming to life instead of the cartoon coming to life, even though that's what we're going to be seeing. And I like that. I like that from this. I mean, we're not going to see a two-dimensional cartoon being all rubbery and all over. And another thing that kind of bothered me a little bit in the 1992 version, was that the Genie gave out pop culture references that just didn't make sense in the Arabian Nights, because this is supposed to take story back from a long centuries ago and everything like that, and they were bringing up current pop culture references and everything like that. To be quite honest with you, I don't want to see that in this remake. I don't want to see that, because I would be disappointed. And it's like, let's keep things, realistic. And to be quite honest with you, I would rather much see Will Smith as a Genie than Shaquille O'Neal as a Genie. We've seen it once with Kazam, and we all know how shitty that movie was. But look at that. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is what I like. I like this. I really do like this. I like this look that they're giving out, because it gives the character more dimension. Nothing against the Genie, as I said, but look how two-dimensional he looks. Even with the shadowing, he still looks two-dimensional. I'm sorry, but I love this look. I love this look because, you're giving him jewelry, and you're giving him, golden tattoos and everything. And, of course he's going to be wearing pants and everything. And he looks great. So yeah, I have nothing against this. I really don't have. I don't see nothing wrong with Will Smith playing the Genie, because as I said before, look at, if you want to see that as three-dimensional, that's going to be pretty creepy. I'm just letting you know that right now. That's going to be pretty creepy. And I just like what they're doing, what Disney's going with this. I like it. Because we all have to face facts. Cartoon was the cartoon, and we're never going to forget the cartoon. But you have to look at it this way: would you rather see this is going to be catering to a young audience. So we're still going to have, we're still going to have the original, but we have to look at what the younger. This is for a younger generation. Okay, this is for a younger generation, and I know a lot of grown-ups are going to be seeing it. I, in particular, is going to be seeing this movie, but I'm not going to forget how memorable the '92 version was because I liked it. I'm still going to have that memory, and and with these comparisons, you can't go wrong with that. You can't really go wrong. You can't really go wrong. Now, as I said before, there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong opinion. Just don't be malicious and be a jerk about it because look at because think about it because this is a both of these character designs are amazing. Don't get me wrong. But if you want something that's going to appeal to to today's audience, gotta go with gotta go with the times. You gotta go with it. And I don't have a problem with this live action variant of the Genie. I really don't. The lamp is also amazing. The guy that they have playing Aladdin is amazing. Jasmine. I don't know who's playing the Sultan. I don't know. Um, and of course, they're gonna have they're not gonna have a fake CGI. They're not gonna have a fake CGI tiger in there. I don't know about Abu, you know, the little monkey from, for Aladdin's pet monkey. We don't know. Um, as well, the car, Iago, the parrot, Iago the parrot. We don't know if 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 Iago is going to get is going to have a speaking role, and is it going to be reprised by Gilbert Godfrey again? I don't know. Um, the carpet, what's the carpet going to look like? Obviously, it's going to look like an Arabian, you know, like a flying carpet from Arabian Nights. So it's going to be colorful and everything like that. And I'm not going to have a problem. The lamp looks amazing. The guy that's playing Jafar looks amazing. Um, the tiger like cavern at the entranceway looks great. I'm glad that it's not going to be cartoony like it was in the animated version. I'm glad for that because I wouldn't want to see again. I don't want to see that. If you're trying to give it some realism to this movie and give it a serious, give it somewhat of a serious attitude, you gotta go with this and not give it a cartoony vibe. You just can't, because gotta remember, cartoon is still gonna be the cartoon, but we gotta go, but we gotta make it as realistic as possible. That's why Beauty and the Beast did so well. Just saying. Same thing why Dumbo's gonna do well. Same thing that the Jungle Book did so well. Same thing that any other there's going to be another 101 Dalmatians live action reboot. That's why that's going to do well. Even though they already did a live action remake with Glenn Close's Cruella de Vil. Again, that's going to be great. And I don't have a problem with that. I honestly don't have a problem with that whatsoever. I really don't. So, What time do we have here? Yep. Okay. So, real quickly before we call it a night, this has actually just been brought to my attention via Twitter. And all you ladies out there who I know one who really loves Jason Momoa, will be glad to hear that Jason Momoa is the latest actor to join the cast of Dune. Now, this is going to be, I think it's going to be, it's going to be, excuse me, it's going to be in the reboot. The Aquaman star joins a long list of big names slated to join the upcoming Dune adaptation by director Denis Villeneuve. Many are finding it hard to keep track of the dizzying array of talent already affiliated with this project, and this story is going to be coming from Variety. So actually, this is actually coming from Variety. Jason Momoa is in negotiations to join Legendary's Dune reboot. If the deal closes, he will join a cast that includes Timothy Chalamet, Javier Bardem, Rebecca Ferguson, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, who of course plays Drax in the Guardians of the Galaxy, Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac, and Zendaya. So, if it goes well, Momoa will portray Duncan, Idaho, a sword master in the House of Atreides, who is a right-hand man to Chalamet's father, played by Isaac. So, excuse me. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Oh, and here's another thing. Jason Momoa reprised his role as Aquaman as a voiceover, voiced Aquaman in the Lego Movie 2, the second part. So that's a little bit of a trivia for you, a little bit of a tidbit for you. I see. I didn't know that. I honestly did not know that. So that's really good. So yeah, this is going to be pretty. This is going to be pretty interesting. This is actually going to be very, very interesting. So I'm actually not bad. It's actually not. So I'm going to be honest. I never saw any of the Dune. I never saw Dune. I never read any of the novels. So, I mean, I'll probably watch it. The original, just so I can keep track. So, but yeah, so just a little bit of a present for all you single ladies who love Jason Momoa. So, happy Valentine's Day. My little Valentine's Day gift to you. Anywho, that's pretty much all the time I have for today. Follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out immediately following the camera being turned off. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Comment down... Oh, excuse me. Oh, boy. Comment down below. Who do you think is the better variant? In your opinion, everybody's heard mine. I want to hear yours. Comment down below what you think is better. Are you still going to stick with the 1992 version, or are you going to go with Will Smith? And ringy dingy that bell so you're going to be notified of what I'm going to be doing next. Most likely, I'm probably going to I'm going to be doing some other videos. Of course, real quickly before I forget, got a Wrestling Prime episode coming up this Saturday. I'm going to be giving out my predictions for the Elimination Chamber, all the stuff that's been plus some wrestling news, some WWE news that's been coming up, and everything like that. So stay tuned to that if you're a wrestling fan out there. I'm also going to be doing the Oscar. I'll be back with another with the Channel X episode to do the predictions for the Oscars. As soon as I get that all together, I'm going to immediately turn on that camera and get that going. So maybe I'll do it Friday. I don't know. I haven't keep it. So make sure you follow me on Twitter when I'm going to be doing that next. And everything. So keep it tuned for that. Also, so ringy dingy that bell so you can stay notified of when to be going or what I'm going to be doing next. And also, more importantly, more than anything in the world, and it'll be Valentine's Day every day if you do so, and because I will love you very much for it, and that is face hug that subscribe button. We'll see you next time. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace, and happy Valentine's Day. I suck at making hearts with my hands. I really do. Look at this. Look at that. I'm horrible. Look at that. It's a horrible heart. There we go. That's good enough. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.